Give me a break. This is her idea of alone time at a hotel? No way. It dropped me? I guess these things happen sometimes. Well, at least it wasn't right in the middle of combat. Oh man! Towel. I must have typed it in wrong.
Lately, some net games, LA included, have been rife with account hacking. Make sure to log off your account before leaving.
I guess we will. Don't tell me. I've been hacked? Then that means the hacker must have logged in and is playing Russian. That's an imposter! He's not me! Come on! Akko!
Russian!
I'm sorry. It must have been awful. It's all okay now. I'm gonna take a look at your chat log, okay? So, what were you saying?
It's finally our chance, the two of us alone together at last. Well, I was thinking maybe we could engage in a little couples chat.
Couple, huh? Of course, because we're married.
Duh! I swear you can be so silly sometimes. I remember everything. The ceremony and the stained glass windows of the church glimmering in the sunlight. Whenever I think of that day, even now, my heart swells to bursting with absolute rapture.
Oh, man, you're already good to go, aren't you? Why don't we get this party started?
Huh? Like, how do you mean?
Like in that whole couples chat thing you were just blabbing to me about.
Oh, that. Wow, you're being unusually assertive, aren't you?
But you like it, don't you? And you like me, right?
Well, Stop it. You aren't Brucey.
Of course I am. Do I look any different?
No, but you're not.
Hey, what's the big deal, baby? Now, how about you send me a nice pic before we get started? Something real sexy. Help me out on my end. And don't worry, it's not a problem if you're kinda dumpy. I know chicks who play MMOs are all nerdy losers, but that won't slow me down.
Please stop it! Don't say things like that using Rusian's face!
You've gotta be kidding me. I am Rusian, babe.
The man I married would never talk like that! I know that you're not really my man! sorry.
What do you mean you're sorry? There isn't anything that you need to apologize for, Akko. Sadly, this stuff happens from time to time, especially in browser-based games. Getting pressured into nasty chat by some stupid hookup troll, you're the victim here. You haven't done anything wrong. In fact, if anyone's to blame, it's me. I was careless enough to let it happen.
But still, sorry.
It's fine, no need to apologize.
I made a mistake and called a complete stranger Rusian. And there, for the briefest moment, I thought he was you.
I tried to be careful. I can't believe we actually had an account hacked.
You can't just shrug it off when it happens to someone close to you.
We logged into a secure site on a PC anyone could use. We should have been more cautious when using a public computer. I'm sorry. It's my fault we're even here.
What are you talking about? You're not to blame, Master.
First things first. I'll contact the management and tell them what happened.
Yeah, good call.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Well, I've already had my password reset and regained account access.
You think your information was stolen from the lobby PC?
It's the only option that really makes any sense.
I see. So the first time it didn't take your password, it wasn't because you mistyped it.
Right.
Huh? What's that mean?
The tab was already open on the lobby computer, but it was a fake login page that looked just like the real one. And when I tried to sign on, it captured both my ID and password. Then it forwarded me onto the Legendary Age official website.
That's a classic phishing scam.
So, how bad's the damage?
Take a look for yourself.
Rusian's been totally erased.
Rusian?
Hey now, take it easy. It's not like I really disappeared, you know.
But he took my Rusian away. My Rusian is gone forever.
Actually, he's mine. My Rusian. There isn't much more that we can do, so I'll make a new character. But more importantly, I have to start looking for the things I can't ever get back.
Like the items Rusian was carrying.
He clued in on what was coming, because when I tried to recover my items right away, a bunch of them were already gone.
This guy really works fast.
Which makes this a contest of speed for me, too. I'm guessing he probably sold everything of value off. I'll have to buy back whatever I can.
You're actually gonna pay the guy who conned you?
I don't much like it. But some items had sentimental value. I want them back.
Understood. I'll go scout out the shops and auction houses. Don't you worry. I'll drum up some help. I know some people who can lend us a hand.
Time to get started. Everyone use the PCs in their rooms and let's find the stolen items.
So what are you going to do now?
Consult with an old friend. He's got a ton of contacts in the game community.
What dire news indeed. Having your gear stolen and your character erased is most dreadful.
So now, I've been forced to use this alt tune that I made a long time ago. That's why I'm showing up in chat as Piroshki. But please, just call me Rusian. I've kinda gotten used to that name.
I'll be frank. You were careless. Try to be more vigilant in the future. The net can be quite a dangerous place, after all.
I found that out the hard way. And this might seem a bit forward. I was hoping that maybe you'd help me find my stolen stuff.
Sure, no problem.
Of course, sorry to have bothered. You're seriously gonna help me?
Didn't I tell you before? We're all fellow gamers here, comrade. When a fellow player is in trouble, you help them. Only then can our society be free from douches.
As you wish, dearest Nekohime. All right then! You heard her, boys! In the name of Nekohime's elite guard, we will track down the stolen item! Long live Nekohime!
Wow, I really appreciate you guys volunteering to help me out. But I feel like all the shouting is kinda unnecessary.
Well, are any of these items familiar?
Now that you mention it, I had one of each of these items in my inventory.
I see. Let's take note of the seller's name, Ronton.
So is this the jerk that hacked me?
It's a strong possibility. I'll send a screen cap of this to the admins for evidence.
I already did. I can't believe how much he's charging for these.
Don't worry about that. I'd be glad to buy them back for you.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I still feel partially responsible for what happened to you.
Master.
You've got mail!
It's from Cloud, one of Nekohime's elite guards.
Oh wow, look! That's the wedding ring I gave you, Rusian?
Apparently he got it as a drop from a monster. It must have been thrown away since he couldn't sell it. The monster just picked it up.
Thrown away? That's just plain rude!
To say the very least. But still, despite him being a jerk, our wedding ring came back to us. I'd call it a minor miracle.
Yeah, you're right. This is the power of true love at work online.
We were lucky. Maybe you're right.
Okay then, please excuse us.
Nishimura, I know what happened must be quite a shock to the system, but try not to let it get you down too much.
The school is such a quiet place during summer vacation, isn't it?
Thanks for coming up here with me to explain what happened to the administration.
Not a problem. It happened during club camp, after all. Stuff like this is part of my job as club president.
I'm so outraged by what happened. Still, I can barely believe it.
That makes sense. You had your items stolen, and the character you'd spent so much time on was erased.
Yeah, of course. But what's worse, I can't stand the way that he used Rusian as a way to treat Akko like she was a worthless nobody. He took Rusian away from me. And then in the blink of an eye, he tried to steal Akko's innocence.
That's one of the problems online. There are far too few legitimate Nigerian princes, and if you hijack an account, it becomes all too easy to pose as a different person. The gaming world is no exception.
It's sad to think the ties we have to each other are so fragile, so easily corrupted.
You think so? Akko figured out he wasn't really you, solely from the tone of the chat dialogue. If she knows it's an imposter from just that, it reinforces how deep your relationship with Akko truly is. That's why it's safe to say your ties to her have stayed strong. It looks like someone is starting to cheer up a bit.
Yeah, you gave me a new perspective, and now I want to get this bastard more than ever.
Oh yeah? Because I was out for blood from the get-go.
Huh? What do you mean the admins aren't doing anything? And we've already found the guy who's selling the missing items as a set? No ifs, ands, or buts. This Rontown guy's a culprit.
Whoever hacked me had a different IP address than the character we found selling off my gear.
IP?
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of like a personal identification number everyone who goes online has assigned to them. So if you do anything bad, it can be used to track you down and bring you to justice.
And until we can identify them as the same person, we can't accuse them of wrongdoing.
I'm betting our perp normally plays the game from home, but when he's account hacking or other illegal stuff, he uses a different IP.
So what, we're just supposed to take it?
That option isn't acceptable either. Sorry to intrude.
The Black Magician.
I came across something I found rather disturbing. You should take a look at this URL.
Lon Scamblog Stravaganza? What is this crap?
It's the blog of a famous swindler known for running scams across multiple games. In fact, his most recent post jokes about how he hacked your account.
Damn it! We've got to do what it takes to make that pay! If I get the chance, I'll smash the out of that guy!
Whoa, the chat window isn't displaying those words.
If you ask me, this guy's a real gobbler.
He's a moronic miscreant with a desire to show off. He can't keep from bragging about it. The internet is full of dorks like him.
And that's not all. He also dabbles in RMTs from time to time. Though he must cover his tracks well, since he hasn't been caught in the act yet.
What's an RMT? You don't know what that is either?
Real money trades. People sell off rare in-game items, but for real-life currencies instead of gil. It's against the terms of service in LA.
That's it!
It sounds like someone just had an epiphany.
There's no guarantee that it's gonna work. But at least it'll give us a chance to take down that swindling butt munch.
Nishimura's plan has us going through the night. If this doesn't work, that idiot better say his prayers.
So freaking tired. 3 days with no sleep. Not to mention, I think my stomach's eating itself. Doorbell. Or am I hallucinating? Yeah, I'm coming.
I just dropped by. Lucian, it's me, your doting wife! Jeez, what's with the harsh treatment?
I'm sorry, it was just a reflex.
I expected a significantly warmer welcome. It is the first time your wife has visited your family home.
Well, technically speaking, you're not my wife anymore. Think about it. From the moment Rusian was deleted, it officially annulled our marriage.
So we're divorced?
Are you really just now realizing that?
Rusian's disappearance was such a shock. I can't believe he's really gone. How could that phony Rusian do something like this to such a sweet, tender heart? What kind of maniac are we dealing with here?
Glad you're all caught up.
Then that means, if our marriage got annulled, what does that make us?
Friends, I guess?
That can't be.
Yeah.
If you and I aren't a couple anymore, does that mean you don't want this?
Whoa!
I don't really understand what you've been up to the last couple days, but I know that you've been working extra hard. I wanted to make something for you.
I was wondering what I'd do for lunch, and then you showed up. Thanks, Akko. Yeah, after I eat this, I'll be ready for the home stretch.
Rusian, I'm proud of you for working so hard, but try not to overdo it, because the most important thing to me is making you happy.
Akko, of all the random, sometimes inappropriate things you've said to me, that was the most wife-like.
The Wannabe Famous Swindlers blog. I get an email from someone claiming to have found a blog that's even better than mine, so I take a peek to see what all the fuss is about. And this cheap knockoff's all I find? From scamming Nekohime's elite guard for fake membership dues to conning the Black Magician out of a bundle of top-tier purple items. Pretty impressive, kid. There's even a trading board. Seeking RMTs in LA, huh? These rates aren't half bad.
It's almost that time. Is everything ready?
Affirmative.
All right. Let's get it on.
Roger. Target is confirmed.
The character's name is Shoku. Shoku, that's even more ridiculous than Lon.
Mission proceeding to Phase 2. Commence Plan N.
Roger that. He's in. How are we?
Waiting for the admins to respond. Another 30 seconds.
Master, how long?
Just 15 seconds.
He's getting impatient.
Hold on. A little longer. Almost there. Okay, here they come.
Greetings. I am Game Master Nyak. Tell me, do you know why the two of you were teleported to this location? The admins received a tip. We were told you were engaging in real money transactions. Is there any truth to this?
What do you mean?
Yes, that is accurate. This person contacted me on a trading board and negotiated an RMT with me.
Bastard. You set me up, didn't you?
Haven't you ever heard that turnabout is fair play?
So what? Have we met before or something? None of this matters, because an RMT where no money even exchanged hands doesn't prove anything. At most, we're looking at a 1-week lockout, aren't we?
Not quite. One more thing. You have been accused of account hacking via the character known as Rontan.
Rontan? Who cares about him?
Based on the IP information submitted to us by the trading board, we have proof. You have committed several access violations. We are considering filing charges.
You can't intimidate me, Blondie. There's no way a site that dirty would ever hand any IPs over to an admin.
Exactly what we wanted you to think. It was my website. I put the whole thing up 3 days ago.
Dude, are you kidding me? That site has posts that go back for a couple of years.
Oh man, you're telling me. Fabricating a few years worth of authentic sounding posts really takes it out of you.
No way. You're bluffing. You faked multiple years worth of blog material just to set me up? Are you some kind of idiot? You wasted that much of your time to trick one person?
Damn straight. Besides, you made my wife cry. You better believe I was going to make you pay!
You guys made a fake blog? Is that why you've all been staying up to work the last few nights?
Yeah, and watching the hacker. We logged in replying to the trade request from home, unaware of our trap.
Then, he showed up for the deal as the character Shoko.
Whenever he got up to anything not entirely legal, he was careful to use a separate IP. Including, of course, when he hacked my account.
The admins have been proactive. Rusian, no. Piroshki's account has been locked out for 3 days, suspended for an attempted RMT.
Yeah, but I was prepared for a much stricter punishment.
You guys failed to mention the very best part. The admins also restored Rusian's character. Nyak is a total dreamboat. So does that mean I finally get to have my dear Rusian back with me?
All's well that ends well, right, guys?
No. I'm afraid we still have some unfinished business. It's a bit late to bring this up, but when my account was hacked, I was honestly shocked. Having someone else logged in as Rusian, I just felt so helpless, so scared I would lose you too. I don't ever want to go through something like that again. I want to be closer to you than I was before. So, would you like Rusian a little less, and try to like the real-life Hideki a little bit more?
Because I already love you with all my heart!
I came up with a foolproof anti-hacking measure.
What is it?
We just buy out the entire hotel.
You can't!
Fine, we'll buy the servers.
As if!
Even better, the admin team.
Get serious!